Hi everybody, welcome to the virtual Youth Awards for Corgi Rugby Club. Come on the Blues. Again, as the seniors did last week, we're going to go through the whole of the youth section with some awards. First of all though, I would just like to introduce Paddy Haddock, who is the Youth Director of Rugby, and Paddy is going to give a proper intro to the award ceremony itself.
Good evening everyone. It's a great pleasure to have the opportunity to add my welcome to this evening's virtual awards ceremony for Corgi Rugby Club Youth Section. My name's Paddy Haddock and I've been the youth convener for the last 3 years. And because I'm stepping down from that role, Corgi and Murray have asked me to reflect on the time in post and any highlights and themes that have developed. Before I do that, I'd just like to say congratulations to all the award winners tonight. Very well deserved, and it's very good reward for skill, dedication and ability, so congratulations. To anybody who hasn't won an award, just be aware that award winners can only show their skill and ability because they're supported by fantastic teams around them. And the biggest pleasure for me as Corgi youth convener has been the spirit within all of our squads, from the coaches through the players and to the parents and supporters. It's great to see. Keep it going. That's what makes the club as great as it is. Themes from my time as youth convener have been around cementing our squads, trying to build numbers of squads and coaches. I think we should be looking for 5 squads with 24 to 26 players and ideally 4 coaches and 2 managers. That reflects the amount of support that these teams need, and it also reflects the reality of the numbers of players we need to compete at the level that we want to compete at. That's challenging, but that's doable. Our numbers are growing with the development of the School of Rugby at Balwearie, and with other community initiatives I'm sure that we can do that. We've shown over the past 3 years that by stepping up to play at Tier 3 we can compete with stronger clubs, with bigger clubs. We've shown that our players are good enough, that our squads are fit enough and well drilled enough, and I think if we keep playing high quality rugby we will continue to grow and improve as a club. Bring your friends down, get them to bolster the squads. It doesn't matter, isn't necessary that you need to be one of the greats of tomorrow. Everybody has a place in a rugby club. Other really important issues as I've been in this role have been the continuing development of girls rugby, which is fantastic. The girls squad continues to grow. The enthusiasm and the commitment is remarkable, and it says a lot for how much the girls want to play, the lengths that they will go to get fixtures, the fact that they've been travelling up over past seasons to train with the Tayside and Fife girls squad, and I think we'll very shortly be able to put out Corgi girls teams in their own right. I really look forward to that day. So, and well done to all the coaches and managers involved in making that happen. A big theme over the last 3 years has been this continued move since we obtained charitable status to developing the club as a community sports hub. I think this is a really important way forward, and the fantastic way that members of the club have stepped up and supported the community, added to social media and kept links going during the restrictions imposed in response to coronavirus has been absolutely fantastic, and from my point of view really humbling to see the amount of work that people do and the commitment they give to the community. So really well done to everybody involved with that. One of the things I'm really proud of in the time that I've been youth convener at Corgi Rugby Club has been the demonstration that our youth players are hitting the level that they need to hit to get into senior squads once they leave the Colts. In the season 2017 to 2018 we had over 10 players who went forward that season to play for the firsts and the second 15, and without those players our senior squads would have had a much harder time of it during the season, and that development has continued. The credit for that goes to the players, their skill, their commitment and their fitness. It also goes really to the coaches and the managers who've nurtured them over the years to get them to that level. And of course, to Corgi in his role as Director of Rugby and then subsequently as Youth Development Officer. And of course, going back to my predecessor as Youth Convener, Graham Hanna, who, again, with Corgi, really pushed the development of the youth rugby. I made a list of all the people that I should thank for contributing to coaching and managing and supporting during the past 3 years. But unfortunately, I think it's too long to read out. This would go on for far too long. So what I'm going to do is I will thank individuals separately for the contributions they've made and the help that they've given me over the time. The ones that I did just want to mention before I finish are Heather Bonner, who's been our Child Protection Officer for many years and has done a fantastic job and been brilliant support. To Collis and Jane Pilmer, who showed fantastic commitment and were instrumental in keeping the Colts going through a very difficult time. And Fiona Smith, who's been an absolute stalwart of the club and will, I think, be stepping down as Colts manager this year, but has been absolutely fantastic. So to everybody else who I'll contact separately, thank you so much for all you've done. To the players, thank you very much. Keep it going. This is what makes Kirkcaldy great. And to the supporters and parents, you're all part of the club. We love to see you down here. Keep coming. And finally, to finish by passing on to Ollie, who's going to be taking on the mantle of youth convener, who's going to do a fantastic job, far better than I've been able to do, I'm sure. And I just look forward to seeing the youth at Kirkcaldy Rugby continuing to grow and thrive and flourish. It's been an odd season. I never expected that the final involvement in a match I'd have as youth.
Thank you, Paddy. That's great. Right, we're going to move on now and we're going to get an update from each of the groups. Now, we've got 5 teams, but they're broken down into training sessions. So it's 13s and 14s together, 15s and 16s together, and then the under 18s for this. But we're going to break the presentations down into each section. So, first of all, we've got the 13s and 14s, and Kawe Enoka is going to give us a bit of an update about the season.
G'day Blues family, it's Kawe. I've been nominated by the other 2 coaches of the Kirkcaldy and the 13s under 14s rugby team to say a few words. To our supporters, thank you for your encouragement this season. Week in, week out, you guys were there without fail. To Kara and Lee, our 2 managers, the unsung heroes of the team. Without them too, we wouldn't be able just to coach. They've been fantastic. To the team, the growth that you guys have shown this year has been fantastic. It was our first year that we've played in a competition with many big clubs, with huge youth sections, clubs like Curry, GHK, Dumfries, Allen Glens, and Dunfermline, just to name a few. We played mainly against under 14s, and we're a mixture of 13s and 14s, and we did really well. Actually, I think in some points we outplayed majority of our teams that we played against. The only thing that was the difference between us is the size, but the courage that our team showed has been fantastic. To the winners, our 6 lads, you guys have been fantastic this year. Great. It's a pity that we couldn't pick everybody as winners because it was a team sport, and you could see that it was a team sport. But looking into the future as well, we're going to have a fantastic first 15. Come 6-7 years, especially with the players that are coming up behind you guys and the players that are in front of you guys as well. It's going to be great to come down on a Saturday and watch you guys play on Bevy Park. So keep up the good work. Yeah, it's been a fantastic year. So good luck, and we'll see you guys in the 2020-2021 season. Okay, cheers, bye.
Lovely, thanks very much for that, Kawe. It's a good update. Then, will go on now, and we're going to get one of the captains to give us an update for the 15-16s. So, Jonathan Simpson.
Hi Blues, I'd just like to take this quick opportunity to say a couple of words for the award ceremony. So, first of all, thank you to our coach Connell, who really stepped up at the start of the season. He played a major role in our improvement throughout the season and all of our success. So thank you very much to Connell. I'd also like to say thank you to the supporting coaches, namely Duncan, Stewart and Michael, because I know it can be a lot of hard work for Connell. So I'm sure he'd say the same, that they really helped him out at times. So thank you very much to them. I'd also like to say thank you to our management and Oliver. She does a lot of work that can go unnoticed. So yeah, thank you very much to her. I'd also like to say thank you to the parents who obviously at home games would cook meals in the kitchen and obviously provide lifts here, there and everywhere for us. So thank you very much. I'd also like to say thank you to everyone else who just does a lot of work behind the scenes at Kirkcaldy Rugby Club, namely Corgi and Paddy. Obviously do a lot, so thank you very much to everyone that's just involved in helping us play week in, week out. Wish the best of luck to the Kirkcaldy under 15-16s team next year, and for the ones that will still be down, and hopefully the ones that are moving up to the Colts will have a good season as well, and hopefully they'll be played in full. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to getting back into the proper games. Thanks.
And finally, the Colts, the ones who are just about there to adulthood, go on up to the seniors next year and the year after. So their captain, always man shoulder, Finlay Barker.
Hi, my name's Finlay Barker. I was one of two captains for the under-18s Colts. I'd just like to start off by hoping everyone is well and enjoying coming back to training. I'd like to start off by thanking our coaching staff of Harv, Liam and Andy for constantly being at every game and picking up on our mishaps and mistakes during the game and making sure we can improve on them on a Tuesday and Thursday. I'd also like to thank Catherine and Fiona for making sure we had constant, regular games throughout the season and making sure we had sufficient transport to the games. I'd then like to thank the catering staff at Kirkcaldy Rugby Club for making sure that we had food after every game at home, not only for us but for the opposition team. I'd also like to thank the parents who drove us to the games, and on occasion it was an hour to 2 hour drive. I'd also like to thank them for bringing us back, and us playing the games would not be possible without you. Finally, I'd like to thank all the players who played for us last season but are moving on to the senior team and beyond. I hope you have a good season next year and enjoy still playing for Kirkcaldy Rugby Club. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for those updates. They were brilliant. We're going to award some prizes now for the effort. Same as we did with the seniors. It's going to be the most improved, the Players' Player of the Year and the actual Coaches' Player of the Year for each of the sections. So let's start off with the youngsters, the under-13s. Great group of kids that have come up from the Wee Blues up to under-13s last year and made an impact. So we're going to go through most improved first of all. Quite clearly a young lad who's come, and he's with me at the high school as well. His effort's phenomenal. He loves to do a bit of refereeing for me at the school, so I'm chuffed a bit to say the most improved player for the under-13s is Bickett.
Thank you for everyone who voted me for most improved player, and I'm looking forward to next season.
I'd like to thank my teammates for nominating me Players' Player of the Year. I would also like to thank my sponsor, ITW Construction Products. It was a shame our season was cut short as we really started to pull together as a team. I hope we can build on this in the coming season. It's great to be back at rugby. Mon the Blues!
And finally for the under-13s, it's the Player of the Year. Now probably a couple of folk up and running for this. So we had Rowan Glendinning, whose big brother obviously did very well for us this season. I think if Rowan had been a bit more around the club he might have just nicked it, but he's been pipped to the post by a young lad who's got a great future ahead of him, Enoka.
Thank you for the award. Last season was a great season. I really enjoyed playing with the older boys and I learned a lot from them. Sadly though, it's very short, so I'm ready to get into this one.
Perfect. Well done to all the winners in that section. Good effort, guys. Let's see you pushing on for next year. Maybe win those awards again for the under-14s. So why don't we look at the under-14 section and see who the winners are for that. So the same three prizes are given: most improved, player's player, player of the year. So again, let's go right back to the most improved player. And great news for the young lad who's powered through this season, Macauley Symon. Well done, Macauley. Okay, the players player of the year, my big mate from the high school. Probably did a bit of captaining at the high school. Is quite a good leader when it comes to the high school stuff with his no experience, and he brings it across here as well when he's playing. So again, really happy, and I think the players have voted very well here. So the players player of the year for the under-14s, Euan Stewart.
Thanks guys, players player, it means a lot. I mean, it's been great playing with everyone. I wish you all good luck next season. I'll see you all soon. Thanks again.
And then another hotly contested one for Player of the Year for the under-14s. A lot of it is to do, I suppose, with the cut-off dates for the birthdays, but a couple of the older boys have pushed real hard this season and have been competing all year. They play alongside each other, centres and wingers, right through the season. So Daniel Carr has been a great player this year. He's done really well, but I think just pipping him this year because of his better attendance at training is this year's Player of the Year for the under-14s, Rory Mill. Lovely. Well done to all the winners in the under-14 section. Again, push on to next year. Let's see you up on that under-15s and pushing hard to play and to win awards. So we'll move straight on to the under-15s awards now. Again, most improved player. Young lad played football, always puff, and his mum messaged me on Facebook, said, listen, he really doesn't like the football, he doesn't like the people that are playing football, can he come and play rugby? And he's fit in like a dream. I think he's played at Whitestaff, where I see him moving in towards the centre in years to come. Most improved player, another Balweary boy, Callum Paterson.
Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. I'd like to thank all the lads in the team who decided to vote for me. It's much appreciated. This has been my first year of rugby and it's been an absolute blast. Everyone is so welcoming. Thanks again for the votes and hope to see you all at training soon. On the Blues.
Okay, on to players player. Now this was tight, this had to be tight because this under-15 team's strong. Again, I'm chuffed a bit because it's two Balweary boys who have made it through to get the awards. Again, football players who have come from that side of the sport into our side of the game and seem to be enjoying it and seem to be flourishing. So the players player of the year jointly is going to Callum Paterson again and Archie Chisholm. Well done guys.
Hi guys, hope you're all staying fit and healthy. I'd like to say a huge thanks to the coaches for voting for me, but not only for voting for me, but for putting up with me this past year. It's been an absolute blast seeing me develop as a player this past year, due to the fact that the coaches have been absolutely amazing, patient and just hard-working coaches. Thanks again for the vote. Hope to see you all soon at training. Hopefully everything starts up again. I hope you're all doing well. On the Blues.
Alright boys, just like to say thanks guys who voted for me. It's a shame that we didn't get to see out last season, last year, but oh well, let's just take what we learned from last year and use it this year and just start well and improve from there.
And I can't mention the under-15s, I suppose, without going for the Player of the Year, a guy who just seems to do magnitudes for this club. For a young man, it takes a lot of responsibility on, and I really am chuffed to bits when I say the Player of the Year for the under-15s is young Murray Oliver. Well done, Maz.
Hi folks, I would just like to say thank you very much for this award. I'd like to say thank you to the coaches and team managers for their hard work and volunteering throughout the year to get us as a team to where we are, and I would like to say thank you to all the players who play week in, week out for each other. I couldn't have got this award without the rest of the team playing each weekend and working hard for each other. So thank you very much.
Thanks guys, well deserved getting the awards, and thanks for making the effort to say a wee bit about it as well. Let's see, push on now, a big season for the under-16s, huge squad, and I think they're really going to go places. So, look at last year's under-16s, again, most improved player, great young lad who's coming into the sport, quite new as well. So here's to a great future ahead for Cian Dunn. Thanks guys, well deserved getting the awards, and thanks for making the effort to say a wee bit about it as well. Let's see, push on now, a big season for the under-16s, huge squad, and I think they're really going to go places. So, look at last year's under-16s, again, most improved player, great young lad who's coming into the sport, quite new as well. So here's to a great future ahead for Cian Dunn.
I'd like to say thanks for the Most Improved Players Award for the under-16s last season, and a big thanks to everybody who helped me achieve it. For all the boys that I played with, to all the coaches, who really made it it made it so much easier to have that support around me. Coming up for school rugby to club rugby, it was a big jump, but everybody helped me through.
Similarly then to the under-15s, under-16s, we've got joint winners for the Players' Player of the Year. Two, again, reasonably inexperienced players, but have been around the club for a wee while now. So, firstly, Callum Hutson has won Players' Player of the Year, and his joint winner is young Igor Sygula. Well done, guys.
Hi guys, just like to say thank you to everyone that nominated me, and thank you to the coaches, and good luck next season.
And the Coaches' Player of the Year, big, strong, ball-carrying player. I refereed the under-16s this season when they played one of the teams from through the West, and we were beating them quite easy. And that changed a little bit when they started to make some subs, and they put this guy and young Murray Oliver on the other team to charge at our players. But you could see young players lapping up, trying to tackle not only Murray, but the Player of the Year for the under-16s, Igor Sygula.
Thank you for the Player of the Year award, which I didn't think I could get. Thank you for all the coaches that helped me get this award. Also, thank you for the Players' Player of the Year award. Thank you for everyone who voted for me, and yeah, I'm surprised that I actually got it. I didn't think I deserved it, but thank you for these awards.
Thanks guys, thanks for the updates there. Well done. Let's see, moving on to the Colts and really having a good season. We've got a new coach this year, and this Colts team's going to go places. I think it's going to really do some damage. As last year's Colts did, you know, they played in a really tough league, and they played really well. I was really impressed with the games I saw out here and some of the training I took with them. I think there's a maturity about them this season from last season growing, and some of the 16s coming up to 18s will be really good. So we're going to go for the Colts Most Improved Player of the Year. Fantastic. I'm really chuffed with this. A young guy who just works and works and works and seems to soak up the opportunity of training and playing. So congratulations to Most Improved Colt player for last season, Stewart Small.
First of all, I would like to thank the coaches for giving me this award, and to all the people at the club who pushed me to be the best player I could be, and I'm looking forward to get back on the pitch next season.
Bit of a pattern here. We've got joint winners for the Players' Player of the Year. Two really skillful rugby players, one of them moving up to the seniors this year, and I think will threaten to play in the first 15 straight away. Another one from the Colts who's staying, he's going to be a second year Colt, and really has some leadership responsibility this year for the Colts, for the young boys coming up. So it's great to see these two getting rewarded. So the first one, Robbie Penman for Players' Player of the Year, and the second one, Jordan Sneddon. Congratulations, guys.
Hi guys, I'd just like to say thanks to all the boys that voted. Came as quite a surprise, honestly, and I'd just like to say thanks to all the coaches for all their efforts. Really appreciate all the support and that, so cheers.
Hiya, I just want to say cheers for voting for me. I really appreciate it, and it was good fun playing with you.
And the final award then, we've got a strong player, represented Caledonia at youth level, is a fantastic leader on the park. Doesn't come from this area, comes from Kinrossshire and travels in every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday to play. I think we're really looking at him for the future as a leader of Colts plus a senior player, first 15 player very shortly in the next couple of years, I would imagine. So congratulations to the Colts Player of the Year, Ben Normille.
Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to say thanks for the award. Really means a lot to me. Thanks to all the coaches for all the effort and work they've put in with us this season, and yeah, thanks to all the guys who I wouldn't have been able to win this award without. So yeah, thanks to you all. It's been a decent season and looking forward to the next one.
That's the awards given as such. What I'd like to do now is just, as everybody has done, and certainly as Paddy did as well, just put a vote of thanks out to everybody who makes the efforts for the youth system to work. People look at the players and they do really well. They look at the coaches and these guys work incredibly hard. But behind the scenes, you've got the team managers for each one of those teams who work tirelessly, just getting food and drinks ready for the teams, getting them back and forth to training, getting them back and forth to both home games and away games. It's excellent to see the familyness that there is about the youth section. Really enjoy it. And one of the top things we like to do at the club is award a Team of the Year. And a couple of years ago when the first won the league, the first won it. Right, so a few years before that, the ladies won it. Last year, for the first time in a wee while, someone outside the senior ranks won it, and it was the under-16s. It was just because of their efforts, in the league, in a tough league. And this year, the 15-16s have really shown maturity, and they've grown in numbers. The coaching's been good. Everybody's really enjoyed themselves. They're great pals. Their mates from across the school, a lot of them as well. So I'm over the moon to say that the Kirkcaldy Rugby Club Team of the Year is the youth section's under 15-16 team. Congratulations, guys. Well done.
Hi boys, I'd just like to say a quick thank you for the Team of the Year award. I know the boys will really appreciate it, and the coaches. Everyone's worked really hard throughout the year. So thanks for the award. Just thank you to everyone, Kirkcaldy Rugby, for giving us it.
Isn't that fantastic? Another great award ceremony going on there. Some individuals who've done really well, some teams that have done fantastically, and the whole youth family joining as part of the whole Kirkcaldy family. It's wonderful to see, and it's wonderful to be part of. And great news. We're taking this today on Wednesday. It's going out on Friday. Last night there was probably 75 youth players playing touch out on 3 or 4 pitches at the back of the club. Colin Faulkner, didn't worry, we left the big pitch alone. We know you're putting seeds down. It's almost like that boy from Lord of the Rings. This pitch has become your precious, which is lovely, but yeah, come on, let's have a wee shot on it. 75 kids out there last night, training, getting ready to go. Well, a lot of names missing as well, so I've no doubt within the next week or so there'll be 100 folk out there every Tuesday, Thursday training and just moving forward. So let's keep going, guys. We've got a great youth section. Let's build and build and build. Let's go out there, play our local teams, whether it be league games, friendlies or whatever, and let's go out there and enjoy the rugby, reward each other when you do well, and get behind each other when you need some help. So here's to you guys. Come on the Blues, come on the youth section.